614 Startups Nation, welcome to a very special edition of the 614 Startups Podcast. I'm joined by my guest, Lolo Smith of the U.
Hey.
Lolo, welcome.
Well, welcome to me.
Yes. All right. And I'm excited because you're here to talk about Ignite Week.
Yes.
And I know the U is legendary for events, and this is going to be another legendary event.
Yes.
So we want to talk about that. We want to let people know what we have going on in just a week, something that you could be a part of that you're going to find a lot of value in. So Lolo, what is Ignite Week?
Okay, so I'm super excited to talk about this. So Ignite Week is like a full week where we highlight all of the resources that are available to Black and Brown businesses. And so it was a huge thing for us because we've talked about, and you and I have talked about this before, that sometimes, we see that there's not a lot of people taking advantage of resources, especially in the Black and Brown community. And when it comes to those businesses, we know that they needed assistance. We needed assistance. And so we thought, what better way to help and assist these businesses, but to get the information in front of them. And so we have a full week where we're bringing different resources, different entrepreneur support organizations, different experts, just so many different people. We're going to bring them together and allow them to do lunch and learn, share their resources, share their education, share their expertise. But the point is to get the resources right in front of the people who need it.
All right, now I work here at the U. All right, this is where I record this
Honorary.
podcast. Yeah, honorary member, whatever you want to call me. And I don't even know about all the resources here at the U. And it's going to take about a week, right? So you can give this to people in a digestible kind of chunks, make it available for people who can't come on a Monday, can come on a Tuesday, etc. So lay out the week for me, and you're thinking about why did you want to make this a week?
Okay, so the cool thing about this week, so it makes it a little bit more fun and different from just an ordinary seminar or a conference that you might go to. We decided we wanted to mash together culture and business. So it's like where culture meets business. So have you ever played the game Culture Tags?
No.
It's okay. It's really fun. I'm going to make you play it.
All right.
So we're taking fun historical cultural tags and we're mashing them together and then putting them as titles for the actual workshops. And then throughout the workshops, we'll do fun, interactive things that will allow people to learn at a level, but it's not all stiff and boring. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm glad that you said about resources. So we don't have all the resources here at the U. And we thought that that was one thing we wanted to be very clear about. We don't have all the answers. And so it's about building an ecosystem. Mm-hmm. And so we're taking different people who are in the space, in other spaces, and allowing them to come and share their resources as well, because it takes a village. It takes, like how it takes a village to raise a baby. Mm-hmm. Well, businesses are people's babies.
That's
so
right.
It takes a village to raise a baby.
That's very important.
So we do have an itinerary. I mean, it's like we have about 10 events that are happening from Monday to Saturday. If you go to the ucbus.com /Ignite Week, so Ignite Week, IGNITE week, you'll be able to actually see the itinerary. And so I think one of my favorite one is going to be, God, I've seen what you've done for others.
Yes.
And so that's our branding and marketing workshop.
I love it. I love it. So depending on when people might be watching this, let's give them the dates that we're talking about, right? So Ignite Week dates. What are the dates for this?
Okay, so the dates, I'm glad that you said that, it will start Monday, April 5th. So it's right around the corner, and then it'll go all the way until April 10th.
Okay.
So yes, and then we're going to have each day, for the most part, we're going to have a lunch and learn around 11 a.m. lunchtime, and then we're also going to have a workshop in the evening, so around 6:30. On Saturday, we're going to have 2 sessions, and Saturday, honestly, is one of the most important days because we have a capstone. We're ending the entire week with a capstone panel, and during this panel, we're actually going to have all of the resources that are available to any businesses, specifically minority businesses. We're going to have them highlighted during that capstone event. So it's just something that people should want to tune in.
All right. So you guys have the broad details. We're going to dig into it a little bit more because I know you guys want a lot of information as you're going through your decision-making process about whether or not Ignite Week is for you. So very important question here, right?
Yeah.
Why is it important for there to be safe spaces or creative spaces or spaces that feel like they're carved out for a certain type of entrepreneur? In this case, Black and brown founders. Why is it important, the mission of the U?
That's a great question. Um, if you think about it, we have developed our teaching styles. And so, not talking about business, but just even in school, we have learned that some people actually don't have learning disabilities. They really just learn in a different way. And so, there's people who learn are visual learners, there's people who have to actually do stuff hands on. And so, it's the same thing when it comes to business. A lot of people, especially in these communities, don't have family members or don't have individuals who are close to them who can be a mentor, who can show them the ropes, who can pass down information. And so you're literally learning from things like YouTube, or if you go to a workshop here, or some seminar that you found online. And so it's important to have these safe spaces because we want to make sure the information is tailored and that people can digest it. I have been in workshops before where I didn't understand the terminology, or I felt like I was like the information was going over my head. And so I don't ever want to make someone else feel like that. And so for this demographic, we know that there's certain barriers that are in place, and if we teach and talk to them at a level that's colorful, it's not black and white, it's colorful, then we know that we'll be able to help them digest the information a little bit better.
Got it. Now, we have people who are thinking about starting a business. We have people who started a business, might be struggling. We have people who are starting a business and they're blowing up. When you're thinking about who would benefit most from this, is it all of the above, or are you looking for a certain segment of the entrepreneur population that would benefit the most?
So there are certain, if you go onto the website and look at the itinerary, there are some things that are specifically for certain individuals. For example, if you're in ideation phase, or that's like before launch, you're not even thinking about it, you might not need to go to something, for example, like Secure the Bag, which is talking about funding, because you might not have gotten to that process yet. So all of the workshops and sessions will vary from if you're in ideation phase, so if you're thinking about starting a business, there's something for you, all the way up into if you have launched. Maybe you've launched, you're already into your third year, and there's still some key things that you're missing, or you're trying to scale, you can't figure out why you can't scale. There's also some workshops for you. So overall, there's different sessions for different people, but there are some general sessions, like I said, the last capstone event that's called You Got Me on Speaker. I say that all the time. I'm kind of like, hey, you got me on speaker. But that's our capstone event, and that's definitely one that everyone should attend, no matter what point in business you're in.
Gotcha. So there's something for everybody, y'all. So you can come here, look at the itinerary. Where can they find the itinerary so they can kind of pick and choose which sessions work best for them?
Yes, so you can go to the ucbus.com. There is a redirect as soon as you get on there, or you could just go directly to it, the ucbus.com/Ignite Week. We also have on our Instagram page, and our social media, the UC Bus on Instagram, or you can go to Urban Accelerator X on LinkedIn and Facebook, and you'll be able to see it there. So yeah, I mean, you go to any of those pages, we have it there. So it's Ignite Week, and then it's also, everything's hashtag, so you'll be able to look up the hashtag and see it as well.
And as usual, the branding is on point, so you'll be able to find all this information when you go to this website. Really easy, really accessible. You can sign up and you can attend. All right. Let's talk about Moolah. Is there any cost for this? Is it free? What are we doing here?
I'm so glad that you mentioned that. So it does cost. It's $50 for the entire week. So you'll get access to all of the sessions, which is about 10. Or you can pay per session, which is $10. The great thing about, we're going to be raising money. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Maroon Arts Group, but if you aren't, go ahead and look them up. But a portion of the proceeds, a portion of our profit will be going towards, they're having a Pitch Black Day. And so they're going to be doing a pitch competition for businesses of color. Anybody who has an idea or actually has a business can come and pitch their idea with a chance to win some money. And so we're going to go ahead and donate to that grant. And yeah, so yes, it does cost, but it's also going to a good cause.
All right. So you heard that. All right. So it's $50. It's a whole week of content. You know, some of us blow $50 on coffee or, other places, popping bottles or whatever we do with that $50. But you can invest that $50 in your future and into your business and also help other business owners out there. Now, final thing, topics, right, that are going to be covered during the week. We kind of touched on some of those things. But what are people going to walk away with for their $50? The practical, actionable things that they can expect to walk away with to turn that $50 into $100 and $100 into $200, etc.
So we are asking every single person that is participating in it, like all of the experts, to bring some type of deal for their services. So that's one thing that you'll be able to get. You'll get exclusive access to the experts. You'll also be able to take up on specials that they have, like if you're looking for an accountant, you might be able to take up on a consultation or two. So the topics that we're going to be covering range. So it's like accounting, credit, marketing and branding. We have, one of my favorite, which is titled "Woo Child the Ghetto," but it talks about creatives in business, different tools that you can use. Because even though you're a creative, which I was like this, I'm a creative, but I hate being organized up to a certain extent, and certain things give me anxiety. And so talks about different tools that you can put in place to automate some systems. And so I'm really excited about having someone come in and talk about that as well. So those are the topics, just a few of them. We're one talking about pitch competition. We even have the city participating. And so they're going to talk about the small business agenda and how Columbus wants to help partner to push, the success and sustainability of more minority-owned businesses.
And you didn't even tell the people to highlight, I'm going to be there. So you got to be there, right?
Oh, yeah. He's going to be there.
That's what I'm saying. That was the main thing people wanted to hear. That's why they're going to pay the $50, right? But guys, listen, I cannot endorse this event any stronger. The folks here at the U, Ski, Nikkei, Lolo, are all about the community. They're creating these events, putting a lot of hard work and time into it, creating a lot of value for you, because we understand that entrepreneurship is no longer a choice. This idea that you're gonna, and for some people it's ideal, but we understand that now in 2021 and beyond, this is the century of creating your own opportunities. I'm here with 614 Startups, even though I work a full-time job. Lolo, you guys have created this wonderful company because you understand the importance of entrepreneurship. So the question to you is this: how many other opportunities will you get like this? A full week of content, not from people who just are theorists or they're running YouTube ads about how they're going to help you create an Amazon FBA program where you're going to be able to sell $1 million worth of products. These are practical, actionable things you can apply in your business from people who you can actually talk to after an event, network with, right? They're going to provide value to you, like discount on services. These are actually people you can go to and work with that have reputation. So you don't want to miss Ignite Week. Pay the $50, people. It ain't really that much. You already know that. And Lolo, give them the website one more time so they can go right now and get registered.
So you can go to the UC Bus. So the, and then U, and then C. So just the letter C, bus.com, and then /Ignite Week. If you just for some reason can't find it, just go to theucbus.com. And
you need to share this event, right? So it's not just about you. This is about community. Just like we're putting out this content for you, you now in turn, knowing that this is an event that's going on, if you're not an entrepreneur or interested, you know that entrepreneur in your life, you need to encourage them to attend this, all right? So each one, teach one, get the word out so people can be here for Ignite Week and make this standing room, well, hold on, that's social distancing. We want this to be well attended. Let's just put it that way, all right?
So it's virtual. That's one thing I did not add.
Okay,
so,
okay. I was
right.
I'm ready to be back in the studio right now. All right.
Right. You can be in the studio with us.
Okay, cool.
But we do care about your safety, so it is virtual.
Virtual. All right. There you go, folks. All right. It's a wrap. Lolo, anything else you want to cover?
Nope. So just remember the ucbus.com, or you can Google us at Urban Accelerator X. So thank you. Thanks, Ely.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. 614 Startups Nation, I know I'm going to see you at Ignite Week next week. Looking forward to it. Peace.